Yo guys, what is going on? Stylish HD here, and I am going ahead and this video is going to be a little information video or tutorial or how to, whatever you want to call it, but this is me and I'm showing you how I make my thumbnails and stuff, whatnot. But so yeah, in this video it'll just be me showing you how to make like 3 text and whatnot and how to do all that stuff in Blender, which is what I use. It's a free program, and if you want to go ahead and pick it up, you can just go ahead, and there should be a link in the description. But if there's not, if I just become lazy and forget, which I probably will, just go ahead and search up Blender on Google and you'll find it. But so yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. So to how I make them is by starting off, I just go ahead and delete these. You can just hit X and then enter, and then X and then then enter again, or just click on it, or just A, whatever you want. Just hit A to select all of them, and then I go ahead, I hit 0 on my number pad. Alright, oh wait, no, not 0, 1 on my number pad, and then I hit Shift A, and then come down here where it says text. I click that. Or here, let me delete that really quick. Hit 5. This is weird, but I accidentally left click instead of or right clicked instead of left clicking, but yeah, so that should be centered now. So now Shift A again, text, and then hit RX90 on your number pad, 90, and enter. Now you have that. So now you come over here, your side panel, and just go ahead and open that up, and then click on the F, and right here is what you'll need for all of your whatnot. I'm not going to go into fonts. You just, if you want to change your font, you come in here, you go to wherever your fonts are. Mine are right here on the side because I use them, and then just go through all your fonts and find whatever. I think just go ahead and use that one. And so then down here, paragraph, you want to hit center so it's centered on everything, and then hit tab to edit it. Then you backspace and then put in whatever. So no, I'm not gonna put that because I can't spell. Okay, let's just put my name. Don't hit enter after you're done. Hit tab again to get out of that. That's that tab. And so now this is where the fun part gets in. You can go ahead and hit with the offset for modifications or bevel. Now what you want to do is start with extrude. Now you click on it and hold down your left mouse button and just drag it to the right, and it should go out. But if you don't want to do that, you can just click on that, but I like to drag it out a little bit. So now you have your 3D text. So now here, what you want to do is, I like to add a little bit of an offset, and then add a little bit of a depth, which adds that little side, and then resolution, I just throw that as high as I can, whatever it is. Just, yeah, so 32. Now what you want to do is hold Shift D, and then now I'm moving my mouse, but if you do, don't hit left click, right click, so now it's back to the center. And so now what you want to do is take the extrude back a little bit, then the depth, you want to turn that up, and then so move the extrude in. So now I'm dragging my mouse to the left, and now it's come in, and so now you can see that there's a little small tiny layer. Now let me just, the depth is higher now, and then resolution is the same. So now you have your 3D text. And now what I did this for is, when I go ahead and make sure up here I'm in cycles render, I'm gonna click new, and so now you'll see just in a second I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use glossy. Now I'm not gonna change that. I'm gonna come down here and give it like a baby blue color, whatever, right now. Then that's that. So now I'm gonna hit 1 on my number pad, Shift A, come down here and click camera. And then if you guys, I'm sorry if you're new to this, if you don't know how to do it, but if you're using the scroll wheel, push that down. That's how I move. That's how I use that. Sorry, but so you just go ahead and move this back. But yeah, basically, didn't really explain that if you're new to Blender, but that's how you move. Okay, so now to move in and out, you just scroll wheel everything really. So now 0 on my number pad will take me into this. Now when you hold Shift and then F in the camera, holding 0, and now you WAS and D to move, then Shift to move faster. So now I'm gonna just go ahead and move it into a good position to where I can get the text. and then left click. Now I'm solid. Now to move out of the camera, just scroll wheel again and it just moves right out. So now there's that. Now I'm going to click F12 to render this. Now there's no light, but you can kind of see what I did there. Now this the first text that we made, the original, does not have any texture to it, so it won't have anything. Alright, so now first off, before I go ahead and move on to that, I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift A, Mesh, Plane, S, and then drag your mouse wheel out, and then make it big. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this down, and then I'm going to go over here to Textures, into the color wheel over here for colors, and I'm going to go down, click here, and Emission. Go ahead and move this up to 1.5. Now that's that. Now I'm going to go over to this block, this orange block, scroll all the way down, and then go ahead and put the Ray Visibility tab down, and then uncheck Camera. Go ahead and put that up, whatever if you want. Now I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Shift D, and then right click, and then I'm going to go ahead and move this up. Alright, and if you don't know, I'm just going to keep going and hitting Shift D, and then RX90. There's that. I'm going to move this down a little bit, and then there that is. So if you don't know, for Ray Visibility, that's just so that the camera, because if I don't have Ray Visibility unchecked, then the camera will pick up these blocks in the scene, which I don't want when I'm rendering. And so what these are doing are emitting light. So now if I hit F12, now you can see it's been lit up. Okay, so now there's that texture. Now hit escape. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold Shift D. Oh no, my bad. Shift D, right click, and then I'm gonna hit rotate on the Z axis 90 degrees. Enter. I'm gonna this is just a lighting scene. There's other ways you can do this. This is just how I just do it, because I don't know, that's just how I do it, I guess. Then Shift D, and then just move that out right there. So now you have a box. It's all lit up. So now you can see that. So now that's not the original. That's not the actual color. That's just because with these I did on the emission, I turned the strengthness up a little bit. So if I move it down, say back to 1 on these, that's 1, that's 1, that's 1, that's 1, and that's 1. So now that hit F12, and you'll see it. Well, it doesn't really show, but it would have changed a little bit. But because that was the back one or front one, you can't really tell. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add another shade texture to this text. I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna go ahead and make this glossy as well, and then I'm just gonna add a whatever, just make it a dark color, because the first shade was, so that's kind of a bluish, purplish, I don't know what the hell you want to call that. But F12, and then there's our text. Now it won't look good on here, as you can see it's all pixelated, but that's because when I go into this camera, I go down here, I turn that up for when we render the final image. Then you go ahead and you do that. Now I turn that up for the resolution and the quality to be 100%. You don't need to change frame rate or anything, because we're not making like an intro or anything like that, which I will have in another video for you guys, because I do know how to do that. I'm gonna then go down here. Then you wanna, for your file output, you wanna go ahead and save that to somewhere. And then right down here, I'm gonna click transparent, so the background's transparent. Okay, guys. So now after that, after you set all your file locations, everything, you have PNG down here. It should all be like that. Come down here to sampling. Now I usually just put this at 1, and then enter, and I turn this up to about, say, 60. Now because of this, it will take a longer to render depending on your computer. Times will vary, so you should just play with that, learn your computer. But for right now, I'll just put it at, I will put it at 40, so it's a little bit faster of a render. But you'll see it takes a little bit longer now to render, and see there's a lot more little pixels, because it's getting a lot more high definition. Now you can see that the pixels are a little bit less, and stuff is a little bit sharper image, as you can see. Now I'm just gonna escape, and then escape again. Now I'm gonna turn this up, and I'm gonna go, say, 75, and then you'll see that there's a little bit of a quality bounce, but it will take a lot longer. Now because I'm zoomed in, you'll obviously see the pixels. But overall, just learn your computer, the render, that'll all have to vary, but right now it's one. It's a because this is the preview. You won't see it as if you were rendered because this is higher. So if I wanted that, I'd turn that up to 75 as well. Escape, F12. Now it is still sharper. It's a sharper image, but okay. So let's get on with this now. Now that you have your text, what I have is I have downloaded a Minecraft rig. If you're making these for Minecraft or whatever you want to do, but if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do that. This is only a first step for using Blender. In another video I will show you how to import and implement these into a video in another video with using GIMP as well, which is another free program. But so right here, if you want for Minecraft, I have this. I have a folder. Let me open it up. I have a cycles rig, which is I'm using, which is just cycles up here. And then at the top, let me go ahead and I have a character rig. Now here's a character rig. Now I'm not gonna import everything else into this other scene that we have here because that's that with text and stuff. But if you want to edit into like I believe it was my mini game series where I had text and the character in the same one, and then a background Minecraft scene in the background. So what we're gonna go ahead and do here is I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I add a skin to my character. So I'm gonna hit F12 now that I separated, which I just clicked on this little like tab thing on the outside, and then just let me close that one. If you want to close it, you hold and then just go that way. You'll see the arrow, then you can go ahead and let go. But so now I'm gonna open that up, F12. Now because the character is the only thing in my scene, this list will be small. But if you have a lot more things in your scene, then you'll have a list of just stuff depending on how much you have. But what you want to go ahead and click on is this char.png. Now this should be familiar to you guys if you play Minecraft and you know about skins and whatnot. So now here what we're going to do is click on this and then just go ahead and click on that. Now it will take a few seconds, just let it do its thing. Now it's been done. So go to image, replace image. Now you will need to have a skin of whatever sort, but here is my skin. Oh, and so yeah, so there's my skin that I'm using right now. You will need to figure it out because you have to work out with it a little bit, but right here you can see UV maps older than 1.8 skin or above. I'm using an older version, as you can tell, because it doesn't have all the other stuff around it, because this would have been a lot larger. But so now go ahead and replace image, find your image. So I'm gonna go to desktop, go back, geez, where'd I go? Okay, go back. Oh wait, no, right here, skin. Go ahead and replace image. Now you can see that my image has been changed. Now if it is blurry for you when you render, which is if you rendered and it was blurry, then what you will want to do is go up to file, where is it, user preferences, and then in the where is it, system, I believe, yeah, system, you want to uncheck MIP maps. Just go ahead and unclick that, and then down here save user settings, and it should have fixed the problem. Now it's one thing that you just have to kind of figure out with your rig, because some things are a little bit different on how you move things. But what you want to do is if you want to put your character in a pose, just really quick, you got to click on the bones, whatever, that's what I have selected now. Under here, change it from object mode to pose mode, and now you can see that I'm able to like, so if I hit R to rotate, the arm is rotating, and then R rotate, the arm's rotating. So if I want to put my arm up like that, there's my arm is up, and then fingers, of course, you have your fingers, and then just make this guy point. Now he's pointing, as you can see. And not all rigs might be the same, so you might not have that, I don't know, just depends on what rig you chose. You'll have to go ahead and find one on your own. But so yeah, that's that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's been that for this video. It's been somewhat of a long video, I know that, guys, but I hope you guys stuck around and watched the whole thing. And so yeah, that's how to make your text, your 3D text and whatnot in your lighting scene, along with your character posing and all that. You have to just play with that a little bit in your Minecraft rig if you're making a Minecraft thumbnail. So that's that, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one for using GIMP on how to continue this for making thumbnails. Later, guys.